Come on. You're all spent. You can't give a poor guy who just survived this bullshit a little bit of fire to light his broken ass cigarette.
No.
No. Your friend already took my booze away from me. Now you're going to take away my smoke. So that's just fucking great. He says, and he flicks the cigarette towards you, but not directly at you. And he has his hands uh, on his hips, and he goes to the group and goes, "All right, geniuses, what now?"
And at this point, Al actually kind of quickly bursts out of his power armor and slumps down against the leg, hyperventilating.
Okay, although I understand that you're taking some creative liberties, but
However long it
Power
takes to get
armor-
out. Yeah.
oh, okay.
When,
yeah,
when I
it
meant
takes like
burst, I
5
meant
minutes to get out of
the
it.
the urgency, not the speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
And he literally collapses against the leg, just hyperventilating.
okay. At this point, Mila is smashing her hammer into the ground
Oh,
repeatedly.
it's getting worse.
Uh-oh. Um, Lee looks towards Tom and Pamel, and Patrick. Yeah, it looks like you're getting out of the vehicle there too. And Lee says, "You better deal with your friend here." Christ, I thought we only had one psycho on this group.
Oh, she just screams, hitting it.
Patrick is checking out the dead body.
Yes, I know, Patrick.
Oh, okay. Like, so is he awkwardly just not acknowledging me? It's like, oh, look, a dead body.
He is much more interested in dead body.
All right. Well, maybe we'll let Tom and Pamel do their thing here first.
Pam is gonna go, not touch her, but like, hey, yo, Mila.
I want this so badly to be his fucking face.
Pam's just gonna flap her arm at him and be like, don't fucking worry about it.
She ignores you. She doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She continues doing it. Her thing.
Alright. I'm just gonna let her.
All right.
Tom's gonna go up and pat her on the back and go, "Don't worry about him. We're
Don't
not going to see him after
Step
this."
back, Tom. Not right now.
I'm assuming you're saying that being like...
Yeah. In between smashes.
Okay.
Please, Nora, calm down.
Let her have this.
She can't. It's too. Just after the crappy battle, getting her ass kicked, then dealing with that motherfucker, she is just so pissed.
Fair enough.
Let her take it out of the ground. The ground isn't gonna do anything about it.
It's better than who she wants to take it off of. Let me give you a hint. Brr.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of the ground, giant chunks of earth are flying left and right as the hammer comes down at a significant pace. I mean, Mila's very, very strong regardless, but fueled by her anger, it's creating quite a few divots.
Mhm.
At this point, Lee, on the other hand, is just staring from the distance. He takes a couple of glances over to Morin, but he's more worried about what Mila's going to do, so he keeps a wary eye on her. Al, after a few more minutes, that is, you're able to get out of the armor. Patrick, examining the Zytagik, roll me a monster and lore check.
Alright.
Yeah. Right now, maybe it's the adrenaline coming off from the battle itself, but you don't know much. You don't really know a whole lot about these creatures to begin with. All that you've ever heard is just read some rumors that a colony of these Zytagik have been rumored to enter into Rift's Earth, but they're towards the old American Empire and Canadian Empire border. They've never really been in this area before, and because of that, you don't know much about them. They're insect-like. They have hives. They multiply greatly. but like what their weapons are made out of, their social structure, how they deal with other races, the name of their dimension, you have no clue.
Well, hopefully the one that dropped his rifle would be perfectly intact.
True.
I can at least check that one out.
Mhm.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
Do you think I can eat it?
Think you could eat it? Probably. I don't trust all the green, but
You
I
don't
can
have
do it.
biology.
I do have biology.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, roll it.
Right. I make it.
No one has ever eaten one before, but as you look through the tangled mess, you can tell by their mandibles that they have some sort of secretion. If it's anything like real insects, that might be poisonous, and therefore ingesting parts of them might also cause one to become very ill with the effects of that poison. What exactly the poison does, you're not 100% sure. So I would not recommend telling Pamela that she can go ahead and eat it.
No.
In translation, I will go, I really don't trust all the screen.
No.
I like how you had to translate me. I was twice in your brain. All right, now
I
Mila's
wanted-
getting out her power armor.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, now that we're out of combat, I do actually
Yeah.
want to show this to everyone.
Well, okay. I don't see the stream. I can't see the stream.
I will shoot you a link to it. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if that works because it's in my Twitch. account.
That's fine.
Twitter
I'll
account.
just go on to DGN real quick here. Be nice to show it after we were completely done, but that's okay. We can break up the pace here.
Yay! You can do stuff with your
Do
brain.
stuff with your
You
brain.
you can do stuff with your brain. Thank you. That's hilarious.
Mackenzie drew that.
I know. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yay. All right. That's cute. All right. Fantastic. All right. So back on to this here. Morin has been... so Mila, you're getting out of your power armor, but is she still very, very upset?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this might color the whole situation then a little bit. Lee, now as you are busying yourself getting out of your power armor, Lee looks towards Morin, and he scratches the back of his head, and he looks to Pamela and says, "How long is she going to be out for?"
It shouldn't usually take too long. I mean, we probably could just gently wake her up. I think.
Well, go ahead. After everything we've been through, I don't know how gentle I'm going to be.
All right, so Pam's gonna try and Could you shake her shoulder in that? big power suit?
No, well, Pamela isn't really in a power suit. It's just like body
No, I mean
armor.
Morin.
Oh, Morin. Yeah, sorry. Morin isn't in body.
Okay.
Isn't in power armor. It's just regular body armor. So you can shake her, and you shake her awake, and her eyes open up a little bit, and she kind of stands to her feet, and she doesn't really say anything. She simply mutters, "Sight has returned to me." And Lee says, "Is that all you're going to say after that?" And Morin simply says, "I say what I mean. And I do. I do." And Lee just says, "Oh, that's just fucking great." I don't suppose you could try again if you wanted to.
Hmm.
And, yeah.
I can pipe up at that point.
Mhm.
It may take longer, but we're not exactly too far away. We can most likely go a safer path, if not a longer one.
You mean hoof it?
Yeah.
How long do you think that's going to take? It's going to take
Quite a bit. Yes, a week. All right. It will probably take us a week, week and a half, depending on repairs and things like that.
Morin states in her dreamy way, communicating with these children trained me. I need to reflect until morning before I open another door. And Lee points, he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to talk about opening any doors, period, after that whole situation. So we got two choices then. We take the long way and walk there and hope we don't run across anything crazy. Or we wait until morning and take our chances with Space Cadet over here, and he jumps a thub over to Morin. Anyone else got any ideas?
Al is slumped down against his power armor, not really coherent of any of this. So.
Okay.
All right. And Patrick is actually going to say, I think we could probably give this another shot. If anything does go wrong, we can actually be around Morin to make sure that we can stop her before anything bad happens like this time.
Yeah. All she has to do is close her eyes. So that's not hard to happen or take care of.
Yeah. Lee mutters that what they saw was just a tip of a very large iceberg, but with all due respect, the sooner we get to New Laszlo, the sooner I can get what's owed to me and I never see you people again. And I'm sure the thought is mutual.
I thought you did an excellent job.
Yeah, well, he nods his head over to Mila. Some people don't play well with others, I guess, eh? Anyway.
Is Mila still kicking the shit out of the ground, or is she
I
done?
assume she's taking off her power
Power
armor.
armor. Yeah,
Okay.
you're pretty much at half out your power armor now, Mila.
Mm.
Well, I think this is a good place to break for the session, unless we want to communicate. Like, we can talk about some other stuff here, real planning, but I'm thinking of starting in the next session with kind of dealing with the night and any sort of like roleplay opportunities or anything like that, and then just start fresh the next day and figure out what to do.
All right.
Sure.
If that works for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can just roll. Well, if you want, though. I mean, it's only 11:45 where I am. We can still role play a little bit, if you want, guys.
I don't mind
Yes.
either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
And
We'll
I
just-
just remembered what was in my ATV.
what was in your
Yay.
ATV?
Multiple kinds of gases.
Gases. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Did you eat chili dogs
Um,
again?
I have a particular. Remember when I said I wanted to deck out the big behemoth thing with like traps and stuff, and I started buying gas. Then that guy actually jumped us and whatnot, and I had to like quickly get a rope. After I got out the rope, I said I should probably bring that gas with me. And during the session, I actually moved the gas canisters into my ATV. So I have tear, trank, and nerve gas containers. So that's a thing.
Oh, so not like flammable gas, but
Oh.
No.
neurological gas.
But something that would have been very bad if his ATV had actually been breached.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Lee is going to be spending most of this little bit by himself. He's kind of done talking with you guys. So he's just collecting the rest of his things, and he's going to head over to this rock right here and kind of set some things up Now, what we can do is, let's see here. Moore needs to, for lack of a better word, meditate or reflect. And she is intent on just sitting cross-legged once again at the edge of the cliff here, and this time in a, well, like I said, a cross-legged pose, and kind of just rest up, quote unquote, for a couple hours. So she's still communicatable. You can still talk with her, but she's otherwise indisposed, we'll just say. And you guys can maybe break camp or figure out what to do. Honestly, I'll kind of leave it in your, I'm going to put it in your court, you know, what you guys want to do. I mean, if it's just like, yeah, let's break camp for the night and figure out who's going to keep an eye out for what and just wait till the next morning, you can do so. If you have something that you guys want to talk to each other about, if you want to do something in the meantime, like we can just meta it, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to role play moment by moment, but how do you guys want to spend the next day? Well, rest of the day and the morning.
I do have a question,
Yeah.
and I guess the book never went into this much detail because it didn't have to. I'm a little curious on when getting in and out of power armor.
Yeah.
How exactly is it? Does my thing come apart piece by piece, or does it kind of like
Yeah.
open up like a mech, or how does that work?
No, it doesn't open up like a mech. It pretty much opens up piece by piece, like an arm sleeve in the hand, an arm sleeve in the hand, and leg. It's like, imagine like a big ass set of overalls with a lot of things on it.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
basically it's a pile of armor next to me right now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then after several minutes, I guess Al would stand up, take a deep breath, and then start gathering it together.
Okay. You're out of your power armor by this point, easily.
Okay, she's actually gonna go for her guns
Okay.
and pull them up in front of her, and
Okay.
kind of wander away from the group.
Okay. Which direction
gonna
are you
shoot some
wandering?
things?
Probably over here, and she's she's
Okay.
just has her guns with her.
Okay. Oh God, that's not ominous. Guns. All right. Anyway, yeah, no. Lee spends the next couple hours kind of sulking and feeling sorry for himself. But what else do you guys want to do to spend the night? It's at this point. Oh God, it's only really 4:30 by the time the battle ends. So you still got like at least 3.5 hours of light left.
Yeah.
Al would do the obligatory make sure everyone's okay, but since no one had anything actually penetrated, he would just do a quick look. Obviously, except for Nor. He's not going to ask her at this point in time. He'd make sure everyone's okay, and then unless anyone wanted something with him, he would probably kind of come towards Nora and just sit down where he can kind of see, but far enough away that he's not intrusive.
Okay.
Can you? Oh, so you're going to where you can see her?
Right, I was thinking like on top of the rock, but just not say anything, just sit down, just kind of making sure you don't do anything too crazy, but not
I'm on a
actually
rock.
interrupting you.
I don't know. Are you being sneaky about it? Would she know you're up there?
Dear God, no, I'm not being sneaky about it.
Okay. Well, then you would see her. Or you're not being sneaky?
No, what if she thought I was being sneaky? She might turn on me.
She would. Well, probably once you got up there, you would see her holding one of the guns. Notice you're up there and toss the gun at the ground and like fold her arms. Just stare at you like, what are you doing?
Al would just look at her for a second, and then, without really much of a look on his face, just kind of collapse, lay down on the rock, and sigh. And just say, "It's been a long day."
Telling me. If he's not looking, she's gonna grab the gun again.
No, he's not looking.
Okay, she's gonna grab the gun.
All right.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patrick's gonna sit next to Morin.
Okay. Morin has her legs crossed, her hands are folded upon her lap, and she has her eyes closed. She doesn't even move one iota, registering that you are by her.
I'm gonna go. Greetings, Morin.
It takes a pause, and her eyes are still closed, but she simply says, "Hello."
So, I am a very curious person. What sort of help did you hear from them?
Sometimes, she starts, I hear so many things, so many voices, but they're not quite voices. They're rumblings, they're cries, they're countless other sounds. Sometimes I think they cry for help. They call, and I open, and things come out. Sometimes I go in. It's how we learn.
Yes. If you can do me one favor, Morin.
She doesn't respond.
All right. This curiosity has been just an experience, and I'm glad that I've lived through it to say that I've done such things. I will say that I do not think another exploration would be good the next time. I do not think. Look over at my poor vehicle. I don't think we could take another unwanted guest.
Where do you wish to go, Patrick? She says. And you don't remember actually ever really introducing yourself to her.
Well, lots of places, but I think the next place I would like to go would be back to the Endless Storytellers.
Endless.
I think they...
Endless storytellers, you say? I wonder, truly, are there stories truly endless? Does not we all meet an end?
I'm sure that there's some repeats in there.
She gives a bit of a nod. Where are these storytellers right now?
Well, there was a portal that we came through. Oh, New Laszlo, excuse me.
Oh,
I think you might know that place better.
yes. I know the place. She says, and that's it. She's, yeah. Her eyes are still closed, and the way she speaks to you, is very odd. Like, if you were, I don't know if you ever talked to anyone who was sleepwalking or sleep talking. That's kind of the tone and the speed of what she speaks. Mm-hmm.
And Patrick is still inquisitive about many things, but will kind of sit back and sort of reflect on a lot of the things that happened today.
All right, fair enough. And then suddenly everyone hears a gunshot. and,
Fuck!
and that. Lee himself stands up to take a look towards the direction in which the gun is fired, but he doesn't move towards to investigate.
Al, completely unsurprised, barely even moves or flinches, turns his head to Mila and says, I know we don't get along all the time, but I'm glad you're here.
Nora shoots a look like I don't even know what that means.
Al grins.
I really hate you sometimes.
Al grins bigger.
She throws a gun at the ground and pouts some more.
By the way, just for my own curiosity, what gun do you have?
It's I think it's like a, let's see, I have two. I have a laser rifle and a revolver. I assume I'm using the revolver because that is SDC
Yes.
and not MDC. So
Oh,
she would
okay.
be using the revolver.
All right. Oh, Tom's meditating underneath the tree. So since you're so close to Leyline Nexus, I believe you double your recovery time.
Oh yeah.
Groovy. Excellent. All right. Well, I don't want to hum and haw a little bit too much. How about we take a break and we decide what we want to do for next session? How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome, cool, and yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fun times. But yay!
Yay, birthday!
Yay, birthday.
Yay! Almost died in one session.
Oh my god, that was
Yay!
intense.
Never actually got attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, but you closed the rift is what you did, which
Oh,
is good
yay.
because more of those things are going to come out every
Mhm.
single round until you all die.
Good.
Yeah.
Until you all die. Alrighty.
So
My
I think
favorite-
after this,
I still have to say my favorite.
Um,
Oh, sorry. Good.
after this, Tom is never going to trust Leyline travel ever again.
But why?
We traveled
Why do you think?
plenty good.
Pretty fair.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, we traveled just fine. It was before we actually traveled that we had the issue.
Because the issue of certain people opening certain rifts to other certain places, I don't trust them.
I still love my
Yeah.
favorite part, which is just like halfway through the battle, and then you see Inferno. Guys, 3 more come out of the rift.
Yeah.
Like it's taking
Well, that was
every.
that was right when your ass is the things
Yeah.
are looking kind of dire.
It was like every
Yeah, that
ounce
was-
of willpower of I don't want to do this, but I need to.
I have to challenge you. You'll thank me later.
That was right after Inferno asked, "Hey, what's your hit points?" 18.
Oh, shit! Let's hope this guy misses.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, let's look on the bright side. At least Inferno's not this kind of GM. What's your hit points? 18. Yeah, so 3 more come out of the rift.
And they all seem to be really interested in you for some reason.
Or Kriana as the GM is. Yeah, I'd like to make a diplomacy roll to see if I can convince them of my words. You rolled a 1. Yeah, you died.
You're dead.
You're dead now.
You died.
That's it.
What? Yeah, heart attack. I don't. You rolled it, not me.
Let's roll to see how many what is it what does valves explode? There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I'm thinking of switching all the rolls to D10, not a D20. So,
Just for me.
Are you still recording?
yeah.
We should probably end. Thanks for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Okay,